Assalamu alaikum and welcome everyone to our very first tutorial on how to create an event on muslimevents.com. So when we begin, we need to first remember that in order to create an event, you have to register an account. That's fairly self-explanatory, so I'm not going to go over that with you. So once you've registered, go to the main page and click on create an event like so. And you would take them to the main page over here. And here you'll have two options. One is either an announcement or an event. For our purposes right now, we're going to create an event. Inshallah, in a future video, I will go over how to make an announcement. So the first thing we need to do is give our event a name. We're just going to call this test event. What type of an event? So this is the nature of the event. So like, as we can see here, it can be like a concert or a party, bazaar, camp, conference, whatever. You know what? I'm just going to create some kind of, I guess, let's call it a, I don't know, concert. And let's call this performing and visual arts. Now, one nice feature that we offer is your choice of hashtags. So, performing arts. Remember you have to press enter. You can have spaces. You can have multiple words over here. The purpose of the hashtags, again, make it more easily searchable. I don't know. Call it maybe a concert. Call it an event. There you go. 3 is fine for now. You can have however many you want. As far as the venue is concerned, I'm going to have this at the Metro Convention Center here in downtown Toronto, my home city. Where are you? Right here. Okay, and look at that. It by default sets up a Google Maps for you and pulls up the address. Very good. You also have the option, by the way, if for security purposes, or just because if there's some doubt where the venue might be, you can always hide the location details so that it appears, a certain number of days before the actual date of the event. In this case, we're not going to need it. As far as the starting date of the actual event, you can have multiple types. So you can have a recurring event. So this is something that's happening on, like every week, for example. Or we can have a multi-day event. So this could span, say, 2 or 3 days. For our purposes, we're going to make it simple. We're just going to have it one day. Click on the calendar icon over here, which is really neat. Let's change this to put this in the future in December. Okay. Right. Look at that start date, end date, December 5th. Let's just change the time over here. You can highlight that, put this at 6 o'clock, change this to 11 p.m. Okay. And look at that, very straightforward. Let's create. So this creates the basic details of our event. Next page. Okay. So again, quick review. Here we go. Next page, we go to the details. Okay. We need a banner. Okay. Be sure to read this fine print over here. Haha. Acceptable formats. Your banner must be in the format of JPEG, PNG, or WebP. Recommended resolution, as you see over here, 800 by 400. Make sure also the image is not a large one. It's just, under 5 megabytes. Okay. So, let's do this. I already have a sample image saved. Drag and drop. Okay, that's it. Look at that. Very nice. And mashallah, look at that. We've covered up the face. Woo. You also have the option, by the way, of adding videos. So you can either add a YouTube link or a Vimeo link here, and it will also, display that for you. In our case, again, we don't need it for now. Summary. let's just say, this is just, again, a brief, synopsis of the event. Performing arts, say, festival. Description. This is where you'd go into more detail. This is where you would say anything you want, say highlighting, the speakers, the performers, the artists, a bio, whatever. Giving all the details you want. This is where all of your details for the event come in. Here you can add thumbnails, images, bios, and any additional details you feel necessary for your customers. Okay. Now, for your agenda, let's just make this straightforward. It's performing arts, performer 1, let's call him Curly. Start time, it's from 6 to 11. So let's make this from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Okay, you can even add a host name. We're just going to keep this very simple. Titled, that's it, no biggie. We're going to put in a break. So from 7 to 8, half an hour break. Then we're going to call this performer 2, Larry. Give it a half hour break. So 8:30 p.m. to let's say 9:30 p.m. Add one more performer, another half hour break. Let's see here. Actually, let's do right 10. Sorry, getting ahead of myself here. Performer 3, Mo. Start time, we're going to do 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. All right. If you're as old as I am, you might get the joke for Curly, Larry, and Mo. Okay, and we're done. FAQ, frequently asked questions. This is where you can also add, standard questions that people may ask about your event. Are there refunds? Is there parking available? Are washrooms available? Will food be sold at the event? Whatever. Is there a dress code? Any thing you can think of, you can put over here, and those questions will be listed. Again, it's a simple event we're creating. No need for that. We're just going to go ahead and click on update. Great. Tickets. We're going to need tickets, of course. We got to make money. We got to sell tickets for this event. And just for the record, you can do any number of things over here. You can have a free event, which means you're going to provide registration. If you don't want to sell so that's for free events. It's considered registration. If you want to have tickets, then you simply click on add tickets, which is what we do over here. So let's do this. I want to do, let's do an early bird ticket. This is going to be kind of neat. We're not going to set a ticket limit over here. All dates. $5 early bird ticket. And because it's an early bird ticket, we have to go for advanced settings, and we're going to have an expiration date. So 2025. Actually, you know what? Let's just set it in the calendar. Expiration date, we're going to do this October what? We're going to do this October... Let's do October 30th. Sorry. Okay, and then then we create. Okay, so we got an early bird ticket that is for $5. Let's add another ticket over here. We're gonna now you see over here. By the way, I should have mentioned this earlier. We got different titles sample titles that you can use. If you don't like any of the titles, you can always select other. But in our case, I think we can just choose general admission. Gonna call this. Actually, we already used that price. Standard general admission ticket price is $10. Is there a ticket limit? No, there's not. And again, that just tells you that yes, you can set a ticket limit. You know, in case you have limited seating. Again, ticket is for all dates. This is a standard ticket. There's no advanced settings, no expiration date. So the tickets will expire when the event expires, obviously. So, and by the way, that's another thing as well. If you want to put a limit, say like, you know, you don't want to sell tickets until on the day of the event for whatever reason, you can also do that as well. So we go ahead and we create the event, $10 for general admission. There you go. See that? You know, for most performing events, you know, we want to be kind of generous over here. So let's go ahead and create a group ticket. Let's create a group ticket. So call this a group package. We're going to give this a price of, say, let's say, you know, we want to have how many tickets? 5 tickets, $50. Let's call it, you know, charge them $40. You know, so we're giving them a $10 savings. And what kind of a ticket are we giving them? We're giving them the general admission ticket. So you can choose what kind of a ticket you want to sell for this package. So this cuts, so this, like for example, if you had inventory, you're going to be able to determine or define from what pool of tickets you're selling. And so when the people come to check in, you'll be able to allocate where they will sit or where they will stand, wherever. Okay. So we go ahead, we click on create. Okay, there you have it. You also have the option, by the way, even after if you create the ticket, to update or delete the type. If you want to change the price, let's say you made a mistake, it's a typo, whatever, you can always do that. In our case, I think we're good. Next option is we were ready to publish. Now, this is a nice little feature that we have as well. We have the option to make your event either public or private, which means if it's a public event, it'll be available to all visitors to the website in the marketplace. If it's a private event, you know, and that's very normal. Let's say you want just only family and friends to appear or to show to your event, whether it's like a nikah. Maybe it's a halaqah that is just for, you know, at a particular masjid. It's, you know, for whatever reason, it's just for a certain, you know, select group of people. You can do that as well. Make it a private event, and that means that event will not appear on the marketplace of the website, which means no one will be able to register on their own, but you will be given a unique URL, which will still allow you to share it within your, you know, internal group of friends and family. Okay, now we go ahead and we send the request to publish. Okay, we'll do that. Request is sent. See the little message over here. Now that means one of the administrators, like myself, will be given an email, an alert saying that there is an event waiting to be enabled. So I'm just going to go over here on another browser, on another machine here, to go ahead and enable this event. Okay, that's been done. Now, let's see what it looks like. We're going to just go over here to the main page. And there you have it. MashaAllah. Click on it. Okay, this is the date of the event, December the 5th. Metro Convention Center as we chose. Date and time. Look at that. Curly, Larry, and Mo are performing. Here are the hashtags that we created. And let's go over here. Click on tickets. And you see the various ticket types we have. Click on the early bird. You want to click on a group package as well. You can do that. But we're not going to go ahead and buy, so there you go. And that's it. Jazakallah khair for your time to go through with this. You know, we're going to, inshallah, have other videos as well. But Jazakallah khair once again for watching. And we look forward to seeing your events on MuslimEvents.com. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.